Hi guys, I'm Natasha Nyauza and welcome back to the second episode of the weekly rap podcast right here on the Natasha Entertainment page, right here on the YouTube streets. And I'm Namhlanje as usual. Ndiamano
Mulweni ninjani, the Tembeni Appeal. Usenat Nyauza here and welcome to the weekly rap proudly presented by Natasha Entertainment. If you haven't subscribed, go follow like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. But if you have more of female ninja, the appeal now. Clark it.
Clark it. I'm wearing shades today.
Yeah, I see you fresh. You're dripping.
Oh, I look nice
there.
You
look nice. You're dripping. You like me.
As long as tuning about my podcast here too, it is called the Weekly Rap Podcast. Basically, we're just wrapping up on all the trending celebrity entertainment news that happened this week. News that you might have missed. So basically, it's just you and I catching up on what happened kule veki. And I must say, it's been one hell of a week. It's been a week.
It's been hectic.
If you're not on social media at this time and age, uyashiyeka izinto ezenzekayo on social media. You know, if there's one thing enzothi ndifundile kule veki kwindaba ezenzekileyo is that ungawerhalela impumelelo yomuntu. Ungabona umuntu drive imoto ezikulu ehlala in mansions and then usijonge when situation yakho uthi yo I'm a failure.
Buzz.
Uthi yo kanti uNkulunkulu mna kwenzekala ntoni, only to find out into one. But the reason why this person is driving all these big expensive cars and staying in mansions is because of theft. It's because of stealing.
I see where you're going. Do
you see where I'm going?
I see where you're going.
Where do you think I'm going?
You're going to the Lility and Siabongankosi situation.
Exactly, that's where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. Because everyone that knows will know in the one but Uleleti Nkosi.
Yes,
you know her name. She's a TikTok and Instagram influencer, you know, and we know her as a housewife. She's living in luxury.
Lavish.
She's living lavish,
yes,
driving big expensive cars, taking luxury holidays every now and then, flexing on social media. And some of us would be like, wow, I'm so inspired. She's living the life. One day I want to get here. One day I want to get here. Only to find out in Dobanba, they are not her husband is being investigated.
To those who don't know, to those who don't actually follow up this thing, Nkosi is being investigated in allegedly accounts of fraud and corruption by the ESCOM thing, whereby it's also alleged that he has been involved in some sort of mshika that involves allegedly Shayama tenders and you overpriced things, whereby the amount amounted to plus minus 17 million allegedly. 76 million allegedly. And
you know, they say he overpriced. I don't know the name of that thing, but Leana it cost about 500 plus minus 500 rands one, and then it's 50,000 each.
Wow. Wow.
So now it is said that ama assets wabo and the luxury cars have been frozen. It's bad. It's bad.
Now I want to dwell onto the heartbreaking side of what happened to Levik. That involves the choir. I'm not sure if you guys saw the choir situation. The
Tanda choir. Oh, what happened is very bad. It's very bad.
Whereby it is alleged also to the two managers, they were booked for like 6 performances, whereby they charged 40K. So that amount per performance. So 6 performance, 40 times 6, that's like 240, 250K. So now I want to be choir, they only got 400, including food parcels, of which they know nothing about. They know nothing about the 250, they know nothing about the what. So it's painful.
They don't even know Uguti Bachaja Mali per performance.
True.
Oh.
True.
You know, I saw that and I did a video on that because my team, the managers do charge 40K per performance, 45.
45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes. And also, that choir also performs out of the country. And more performer outside the country, imali iba more.
Oh, makes sense.
Imali iba more. So are you trying to tell me that they were still robbing them even if we have a performer outside the country? You remember the 58-year-old Utepo from Dobsonville who raped a 12-year-old until her insides came out. Kuthiwa besana he has abandoned bail. Akafuna uphuma ngaphandle, and we know exactly why. And kuyokafumaniseka into yokuba even the community iye yavuya ukubanjwa kwakhe because kuthiwa allegedly lento ayenzileyo to this 12-year-old girl ebengaqali ukuyenza, like uyaqhuqisa in the community bayamazi, but it's just that bathi bayoyika ukumreporta because number one, he's a pastor, and number two, he's educated. You know how it is in our township communities, once ufunde uyoyikwa abantu bayakoyika, you know, whatever you say goes. And it was also found in Doban by the woman who took the video. It was actually not his wife, but a community member owava isikhalo somntana, and ukuba bemazi beyazi into bani ba wenza ntoni, waya nefoni seke ready, you know, ukhathele udikiwe into eyenzekayo. Abanye abantu, they were saying online ukuthi what was going on to this guy ebethwala. Is it a ritual? Is it a what was he doing?
It's a lot of
because things. How do you violate a child to that extent?
True.
How do you even violate a child?
True. I wouldn't even say maybe it's overlast. Yeah, well, I guess still like
overlast like
ooh, like you like last in terms of
not being able to control yourself,
and then now you see opportunities in young females and stuff, which is really unruly and really bad, especially as the reputation yakhe don't pastor. Well, that's definitely not good. It's not a good thing. He like everything that he did in general, it's not a good thing because you can't be controlled by lust. Because
you can't let your body control you.
True, because the way I'll put it, it's basically lust. Yeah, well, yes, we have lust for many things. It's not only lust.
Demonic lust. True,
yes. Yeah, well, it's same as lust, like dumb lust, maybe lust of grooving. Sorry to the groovers, but yeah, well, in jail. So he's like over. It's demonic, as you said. So it's not good. Yeah. The last one, definitely not least for today. Definitely interesting. The DJ VT situation. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw.
DJ VT situation.
I didn't even know about him until the whole affidavit thing came out.
So it is alleged DJ VT talked to journalists or whoever was in responsible for writing the affidavit, whereby he told the side of the story. The reason why DJ somebody passed away is because he was involved in allegedly it was involved in something like drugs, you know, missing drugs.
250 or 25 million?
I think 250. Yeah, 250 million. Yeah, well, and then you also noted that Vosi Cat, the Willisburg man, he also threatened him allegedly. He's gonna mess him. He's gonna make him.
Did he threaten or warn him?
Yeah, I think it's warn.
Yeah. I think he warned him.
I think he warned him.
Yeah, he's next. Those people are gunning for him as well. It's a very hectic situation. I understand his side. Uguti was trying to help to resolve Imeda, a friend yake, which is DJ somebody. But I don't know how the affidavits got leaked. Because I'm sure he was an anonymous Mbimbi. Or not to say, because I'm sure he was an anonymous somebody that's giving information. I'm sure that affidavit was not supposed to be leaked, but at the end of the day, it was leaked. And I really feel sorry for him because now he's looking over his shoulder every day. But do you think if that's the case, they would actually do him harm, knowing Uguti, all eyes are on them?
No. Maybe they might let Umlilo about
But he's in danger.
Yeah, he is in danger indeed.
I mean, if there's any advice I can give him is to leave the country, just like Ipadnaga DJ somebody left the country. The last I heard. Lo Ipadnaga why beep. I heard Uguti. he left the country. I don't know whether he came back, but I would advise that he left the country because indaba zayo in music industry, if it's not exploiting, it's dead bodies dropping. It's a lot.
But guy, I feel like Yazi, in everything we do, doesn't have to be like music industry or whatnot, ne? But in everything we do, as a band, I feel like being greedy, respectfully, being greedy like will lead you into a lot of issues. Greediness brings corruption, greediness brings lust, you know, you want everything to pull up to you. Hey, Ashapu, you didn't have it easy when you grow up, and now, like, you know, you wanna make ends meet. But I feel like keep your lane. So guys, as I was saying, like keep in your lane, do what you do, collab with people, blah blah blah. But
what is that?
Like greediness.
Yes.
Greediness, overly greediness is a bad thing.
Don't be greedy at all.
Now before we close off, I have a question for you, Nem. Regarding the situation Saint Bougie and that rich man, do you think, okay, this is just a general question, do you think us as, you know, as gents, as male and stuff, our social status matters so that we can beg what we want? Beg as in, you know,
get the berries or get the, yes, it does matter. Because if he didn't have the social status that he has, he was not gonna beg those girls.
Anyway guys, that's it from Weekly Rap Podcast. Anything you want to say?
That's it for today, and we'll see you guys next week, Friday at 6 p.m. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell notification so that we make sure you never miss out on any of the Weekly Rap podcasts that we will be posting for you guys.
Subscribe button.
This is Natasha Nyauza.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Peace.